Hey guys, what's up? It's Jared again. Got manga update for April. Hopefully I upload this video a lot sooner than the other ones because I seem to be uploading them very late. I record them and then I take forever to upload them because my computer is terrible and it takes hours and I just gotta find the right time of day to do it. But anyways, a lot of good stuff this month and I'll just start with this one. All You Need Is Kill. It's an omnibus. It's originally 2 volumes, but they just put together in one. Soft cover, so it's not too heavy. I wanted to read this because the movie Edge of Tomorrow is based on this, and I really like that movie a lot. Yeah, I got it right here with Tom Cruise, and yeah. Anyways, it was a really good movie, and when I heard it was based off manga, well, actually light novel, but then it got turned into a manga. Yeah, but I wanted to check it out, so I read it, and it was good. They did a few things, a bunch of things different in the movie, and I have to say I liked the movie a little more. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this, but I think any negatives I had with this, they did better in the movie. For instance, the aliens. They're very weird looking in this. They look like sea urchins, and I don't know how they move around because they don't fly, so it's really hard to picture them walking. I don't know. It was just weird. But one of the things I liked better in this was the weapons the suits had, which were these giant battle axes, and they didn't have those in the movie. They did have swords though. Anyways, if you like the movie, I recommend checking this out because it's pretty good. And if you've read this and you liked it, then I definitely recommend watching the movie because it's really good. I know a lot of people like think Tom Cruise is weird or whatever. Like, he is weird, but there's no denying he makes good movies. So yeah, I would check it out. So yeah, good book. Don't regret it. All right, let's see. Next is Black Lagoon, Volume 10. I have been waiting for this for years. I love Black Lagoon. It's one of my favorite mangas. And it was on hiatus for such a long time, and then it came back. And I was going to read the chapters, but then I thought I'd wait till they build up. And then I found out that Volume 10 was already coming out, so I thought I'll just read it then. So I read it, and it doesn't feel different. I mean, usually when you read a manga that's been on hiatus for a long time, you can definitely feel a difference. But no, the artwork's just as great before. The story, it's just like how you would think it would be. The characters are just as amazing. I still love them all. And I'm just really glad I got to read more chapters. The series is kind of on a mini hiatus again. I don't want to call it a hiatus, but he's kind of taking a while for the next chapter. In fact, this volume covers all the new chapters that are out. There hasn't been another chapter after this, so. But apparently he's said he's still writing it, so yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna read a new chapter each week online because, well, it's not gonna be each week. It's gonna be like who knows how long, like a month or two. So maybe I'll just wait till volume 11 comes out. Which is what is nice is that I don't have to stop and reread the series again in order to refresh myself because I like the series enough where I've reread it enough and it's all fresh in my mind. So that's nice because a lot of the times I like to go back and reread because I just can't remember what the hell happened. So yeah, very good. If you like Black Lagoon but didn't know it was coming back, now you know. So go get it. All right. Next is a certain scientific railgun, Volume 10. A series that totally surprised me on how much I would like it. But it did take a long time for Volume 10 to come out. In fact, all the volumes have always taken a long time. I mean, this one took months. In fact, I'm not even going to read this volume yet. I'm going to go back and reread the series because I honestly don't remember what the last thing that happened in this is. And I don't want people to show up or conversations to happen where I'm just like, wait, what was that again? So yeah, I'm going to have to go back and reread it. But it is a great series. And there is a manga version of the original series, the Certain Magical Index. Like, I thought that didn't exist, but I guess it does. And it's going to be released here in the US. So next month, which is May, is when the first volume of that's going to come out. I'm gonna read it, but I'm just letting you know you don't have to read that series first or watch it first in order to understand this series. It's a spin-off, but it's a spin-off that really stands alone well. So yeah, definitely check it out. Next is Gakuen Polisi. I think I'm pronouncing that right. It's a very short series, only 2 volumes. This is the second volume, so it's done. It's cute. It has to do with 2 female detectives that are undercover as students in high school, kind of like 21 Jump Street. Only they're not official cops. They're actually still in the academy, but they want to become official cops. And yeah, it's cute, and it's actually a Yuri, which I don't actually read Yuri that much because I just don't think the stories are that great. Same with Yaoi. But the author, Milk Uranaga, she wrote another Yuri manga called Girlfriends, and I read that and I really liked it. I thought the story was great and the characters were great, so I thought I'd read another thing of her work. And the problem with this one is that it's only 2 volumes, and it's just not enough time to really get invested in these characters. So, it's just, it should have been longer, I think. Girlfriends was 4 volumes put together in 2 omnibuses, and it was just the right amount. So it was still good. I still liked it. I haven't read any Yuri by other authors, but she's like the most famous, so I'm kind of wondering if she's the most famous, that means she's probably the best. And, while her work is good, it's not amazing to me, so that just makes me think I won't really care about other Yuri mangas. So, yeah. But it was really cute, and if you like this sort of thing, I highly recommend it. Though I recommend Girlfriends a lot more, because it was way better. Alright, next is Ajin Volume 4. Really great series. Kind of sad that they're so thin, but yeah, this is really starting to step up. The first 2 volumes were like, oh, this is kind of good, but 3 and 4, like, things are starting to happen, and these supernatural people are really starting to come together, and it's really cool. And you're starting to see a difference in the powers that these people have. At first I thought they were all the same, just that they can't die and that they have this weird shadow creature that follows them, but no, it turns out they have different abilities depending on their little shadow things. And it's really good if you like things like X-Men and stuff like that, where people with powers are like looked at as outcasts or whatever. Then I think you would really like this. It's really good, and the story is really starting to step up. So, you should check it out. All right, Magi Volume 11. Not much to say on this series because I've talked before that I really like it, and I liked this volume. The story's still going strong. They're in the middle of raiding a dungeon. And I love the characters, I love the story, and I just wish it'd come out faster, because I know in Japan, like, it's already up to 20 something, I think, maybe even 30, I don't know, but it's only 11 right here, and it's just, it's making me really tempted to just read it online, but, the volumes don't come out too far in between, so I just figure I'll just read it when it comes out, because I really like reading books better than online. I don't know, I hate reading online for some reason. Maybe it's because you gotta wait for the page to load, you gotta scroll and click, I don't know. And with this, you can also carry it around everywhere, so yeah. But Magi, really good series, very different than other shonens, so I recommend it. Next is Toriko Volume 27, really well known shonen, and right now, the cooking festival seems to be reaching its climax. A lot of big battles. I really like this arc because it just shows all the different cooks of the world and all their unique abilities. And right now, you're finding more history about the world, and it's really good. I can't wait for the next volume. Yeah, Toriko, I almost didn't read. I was just like, I don't know. But then I thought, what the hell, I'll read it, and I'm really glad I did. I'm really liking it. Alright. Next up, Kami Ga Kill Volume 2. I said before I read this because the anime came out and people talked about it a lot, and I thought, oh, maybe I'll watch it. But then I thought, oh, well, it's actually based on a manga, and the manga's out, so I'll just read that instead because I like manga more. And honestly, I had to go back and reread the first volume before reading this because I didn't really remember what happened. So, yeah, good volume, good story. I'm really liking it so far. I'm wondering where it's going to go. I'm guessing it gets even better because of how popular it was. I mean, if it just stays the same as this, I'll still like it, but I'm sure it'll get better. And that's all I really have to say about this. Good volume. They're pretty thick, just one volume, so it's a good deal. So, yeah. Alright, next is Assassination Classroom, one of my favorite mangas I started last year. Just really funny. I love it. I love this alien and the class and them trying to figure out how to kill him and him just trying to teach them. Really good story. I'm loving the characters. Yeah, only 3 volumes in. I kind of want to get to know some of the other class, the students, but it's only the 3rd volume, so I'm expecting to learn even more about them. Kind of like Negima, where at the beginning, like, you didn't know any of these students, but by the end, like, you knew every single one of them really well. So hopefully it's like that. And I want to know where it's going. Like, apparently he's going to destroy the Earth in like a year. It makes me wonder, is he really going to do it? Like, what's his deal? So, I don't know. Manga probably hasn't even explained any of that. Probably won't be until it's over, but really good, really liking it, and new volumes come out like every other month or so, really enjoying that. Alright, what's next? Lone Wolf and Cub, Omnibus 8. The second to last omnibus. And it definitely feels like, you can tell, like, everything's coming to a close. He's finally pursuing the Yagyu and their mistakes, and yeah, I'm just really interested to see how it ends. I hope the main guy doesn't die. I get the feeling he's gonna die just because New Lone Wolf and Cub is about his son. So I'm kind of like, well, what happened to the father then? So I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna succeed and die, or maybe he succeeds and leaves the son to go on his own. But either way, 1 volume left. I can't wait to read it. And yeah, really good. I've said before, it's like great standalone stories, beautiful artwork. It's a fun read, very lighthearted. Well, not lighthearted. I meant very just light story. Like, you can just open it and start reading a chapter, and you don't have to be like, well, what was going on? They're all kind of standalone. So yeah. Okay, next is Magical Girl Apocalypse. Very dark and twisted. But I'm loving the designs of the magical girls. Like this one, for instance, these twins, like, they're pretty cool looking. I think they all look great. I love seeing all the new magical girls, how creepy they look, and what their abilities are. Some of their abilities are really overpowered. Like, it's crazy what these things can do. And this volume had to do with time travel, which is a very risky thing to do, but it worked well, and it wasn't like dragged out. It actually concluded with this volume, the time traveling thing. And yeah, I can't wait to see what happens next. Very good. Not for the faint of heart, but yeah, if you like dark, scary type things, then you should definitely read it. Alright, I'm already out of breath. Next is One Piece, Volume 74. With One Piece, it's one of my favorite mangas. I read chapters online when they come out, so I've already read the stuff in here. But I still collect the volumes anyways, because I really want to support it. And also, I like to go back and read volumes sometimes. But yeah, this arc with Dressrosa and Doflamingo, it's starting to reach like its big thing, like big battles and stuff like that. I kind of wonder what's going to happen, where it's going to go from here. I mean, I already know what happens in this volume, but I mean in the latest chapters. So, yeah, I love One Piece. I still think it's great. I don't feel bored with it. Some arcs are better than others, but it's still great. Next is Pokemon Adventures Black and White Volume 7. I haven't read this or any other Black and White volumes because, like I said before, I want to finish Emerald first. And once Emerald's done, all the other arcs are finished, and I can finally start this one, which is the latest. And once Black and White's done, I think they'll start releasing X and Y chapters here because X and Y comes after this. And yeah, can't wait to read it. Man, this series will go on forever if they keep making new games. Yeah. Hopefully the author and stuff like that doesn't get bored of it and it's like, I quit, I'm done with this. Next is Dead Man Wonderland, Volume 8. Another series that I haven't started yet because it's a short series and I want to just get all the volumes before I start it. There's 13, I think, altogether, and God, I'm close enough to where I'm just like, maybe I'll just start reading it now. But I don't want to read 8 volumes and then when 9 comes out I'll be like, oh, what was going on again? Or maybe I'll just really love this series so much that I just can't wait. And then I'll have to read it online. God, I'm so tempted to start reading it. But yeah, I'll still hold off for now for a little while. The series should be done before the end of the year, so yeah. Next, once again, another one I haven't started yet, Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin, which is just a retelling of the original anime series, but in manga form, with some differences. I guess like the manga is actually a lot more violent and it just goes into deeper detail. And it's written and illustrated by the guy who made the anime, so it looks the same, and yeah, like you can't get any better than that. And like I've said before, I love the hardcover on this and the feeling, and the pages are like really well quality, like the best quality, and there's colored pages, and yeah, so almost done. I think like 2 or 3 more volumes and it's gonna be done. And then I can just read the whole Gundam series, because I've watched a few Gundam series, but never the original. I've always wanted to watch it, but it's just so damn old that it just, I don't know, I can't really do it. So at least this way now I can finally see what it was all about. And finally, last but not least, Vagabond Volume 12. Well, Omnibus 12. People know this as like one of the greatest illustrated mangas ever, and it really is. Like, the artwork is just so damn amazing. Like, I would say it's on the same level as Berserk, but I like Berserk more just because I like the story more. I know, like, the story in this is amazing, but I kind of lean towards fantasy stuff, which Berserk is, so I could totally understand if someone likes Vagabond way more, because it's way more realistic, and it's about a real person who existed. So anyways, I haven't read this because the last Omnibus came out a long time ago, and yeah, I need to reread the series again, which I am excited to do, actually. This volume covers 34, 35, and 36, and volume 37 just came out too at the same time as this, just a regular volume. I don't want to get it because I have all these omnibuses and I don't want just like a single one there. I'll just wait till the next omnibus comes out, which will probably be like 2 years from now, but whatever. Plus, I like the spine. The omnibuses have this great spine artwork that goes across of all the characters, kind of like how Dragon Ball Z has that. And yeah, so I'll go back and reread this soon. And that's it for this month. I already have all the volumes that are coming out in May ready to go and be picked up. Just gonna wait till the end of the month when they're all out so I can just get them all at the same time. And then the next video will come out. So, yeah. That's it for this volume.